What's up, everyone? Lately, there's been a lot of talk about the Resident Evil 2 remake and how great it is and how it's a really well done remake of the original Resident Evil 2. And all this talk got me thinking, do you know what? After hearing so much about this remake, do you know what game I'm going to play? Do you know what? Wasn't the remake. I went back and played the original Resident Evil 2 because I have never completed the game and decided I want to see what the fuss is about. Before I play the remake, why not play the original? So I went into it and I recently beat it, and I have to say, it's fucking amazing. Quick history about me and my time with the Resident Evil series. The first Resident Evil I ever played and completed was Resident Evil 4. And honestly, it's probably still my favourite Resident Evil game in the series, but I have to say, Resident Evil 2 is my second. Ironically, it's the two games where Leon is in it and Ada. Leon is my favourite character in the whole series. I don't know why, it's just about me. I don't know, I always just prefer him to Chris, Jill and the rest. Leon's my favourite male character, Ada's my favourite female, and the fact that they're both always in the same games is just coincidence. But anyway, I'm getting off track. So yeah, Resident Evil 4 is always my favourite, and I always heard about Leon's early days when he was a naive rookie cop, and I wanted to see what he was like back then. And it was very interesting going through this game, because I'm so used to Resident Evil 4 where Leon is like on top of his game, he's confident. In this, he had no idea what was going on, everything was new to him, and it was really fun to go through it. And also, I played like Resident Evil 5, the original Resident Evil with Chris, but I've never played as Claire. And everyone keeps saying how much they like Claire, and I have to say, she really surprised me in this game. I actually liked her as a character, and she was, surprisingly, her story was also good in this game. I liked the dynamic with her and Sherry and Leon and Ada, and honestly, Birkin. Birkin is a fantastic villain in this. I've always heard about these characters, but I never actually experienced the game itself. And I loved going through the game and seeing Birkin gradually get stronger with each transformation. And it was kind of a nice dynamic between the player character, be it Leon or Claire, and Birkin, because the stronger you got with getting weapons, upgrading those weapons with finding special parts, getting stocked up in ammo, health, and just getting better at the game of fighting zombies, getting used to the controls and all that. And as you got stronger and better, so did Birkin. The more you got better, the better he got, and towards the end, you fight him, and he's at his peak pinnacle form. And at that point, you probably have a bunch of ammo, you got health, you're better at the game, you were the best at the game at that point, and you've been at the start. Like, put it this way, if you faced Birkin in the final boss the way you are at the start, you would have got screwed. You wouldn't be nearly good enough at the game to beat him. And I just like the dynamic, because sometimes a villain in a game will always kind of stay the same. He might have one or two extra moves every now and then, but Birkin, and the thing is, you'll see a villain like once, twice, sometimes you're lucky, maybe more, like 3 times in the game, but Birkin, you see him like 3 to 5 times each campaign, and it's very interesting just seeing him gradually get stronger. Not only by how many bullets he takes when you fight, but also in the way he looks. He just looks more intimidating every time you meet him. And you play through the game. You can play through the game technically 4 times to see everything. But for example, I played the canon playthrough where you play as Claire first, Claire A, Leon B. And through the 2 campaigns, you actually get to see every one of Birkin's transformations. And it's just really cool to see. Like, for example, when I played as Claire, I didn't fight Birkin when he was like in his first form, when he had a pipe and you just see him like coming after Sherry. But as Leon, that's the first fight you have with him. But the cool thing is that with Claire, you will see how Birkin, why he got the pipe, why he's carrying the pipe in the fight with Leon. And it's just cool things like that to go back and forth. There might be a couple of spoilers here and there, but this game is fairly old, but I'm going to warn you now. So yeah, through the game, I was really enjoying myself. I was surprised how well this game held up. Yeah, the controls are tank controls. You either love it or hate it. The graphics they're outdated, but I still like the environments. I think they do a good job with the environments every now and then. They're not like horrible, they're PS1, they're held back a bit, but I think the environments themselves look pretty good for what they are. Soundtrack though is fucking amazing. Fuck. Sorry, I'm a bit sick today, so I was coughing. But yeah, the soundtrack, amazing. I think my favourite song in the game is the police theme, the Raccoon Police Department theme song. When you first enter it, oh, it just gives off this kind of mysterious vibe. Like this place you're in is mysterious, but there's also a bit of danger lurking in the background. It just gives off this kind of eerie feeling, this eerie, unknown feeling. It's really well done. It doesn't help that the police station is dark. It looks abandoned. There's this statue in the middle that does not look like it belongs to the police station, but it makes sense as it used to be an art museum. And it's just, the police station is probably arguably my second, it's either my favourite or second favourite location in any Resident Evil game that I played. And it's just, I love it. I'm very surprised how much I liked it. Like I played the original Resident Evil like 2 or 3 times, so this gameplay isn't new to me, and I loved it. But Resident Evil 2 blows out of fucking war in every way possible. The puzzles are better, the story's better, the characters are better, and the gameplay, I wouldn't say it's better. Like it's kind of the same. I haven't played it once, so I'm not sure there's any like big differences, but hey, it's great. And what else is there? Oh yeah, also, I do like the different locations. Like in the police station, they're really kind of, it's not boring. It's not like just a random looking building. Since it's an art museum, there's a good fusion between like what you'd expect to see in just these random rooms. And then you also go to the sewer where you face a giant crocodile, which is just crazy. Then you go to the lab underground, which of course in most Resident Evil games there has to be an underground secret lab. It wouldn't be Resident Evil if there wasn't. And yeah, through the whole game, it's really fun. And I really enjoyed it. And Birkin, I feel kind of sympathetic for him, but only for a bit, because he's an evil bastard. But it's just crazy. Like, he gets shot, and instead of just going out, he says, "Joe, fuck you. If I'm going down, I'm taking you with me." He ejects himself. And I do feel kind of bad for his wife, Annette, since she gets a bad one in this game, man. She gets a bad one. See, Annette is just like struggling to try to stop anyone from getting the G virus, and at the same time Claire keeps telling her how Sherry is in danger, and then of course you got Mr. X in the middle of everything, and Mr. X is one of my favourite parts of the game as well. I know, like, the big thing with Mr. X, like, X go and give it to you in the Resident Evil 2 remake, this big thing, like, I've seen him and he looks fun as shit to play. But I really liked in Resident Evil 2. It's weird because they would keep saying he shows up for good. Then they'll start like 2 or 3 hours into the game in the remake. But I mean, you don't see him at all in the first playthrough. It's only in the B playthrough he shows up. And that was a great addition because they're making things kind of a bit stale, you know, just repeating the same like story, like not story, but like levels over again with slight differences here and there. It's good, but I like that they add him and they spice up the gameplay a little. And there's some great moments. And then, like, what I noticed is that in the Resident Evil 2 remake, he seems to be able to go anywhere. He just always follows you. Kind of like the alien in Alien Isolation. He can follow you if he hears noise to a certain area. What I like about in Resident Evil 2, the original, is that his scenes are kind of scripted, where he'll only be in one room every now and then, and he doesn't follow you from room to room. But I like that, because since these are scripted and they'll all show up in the same place, they can do different set pieces with him. For example, one of my favourites. You're in this, I think, this reporter room, this news room, and I'm there, and I did the same puzzle. I had to light these 3 statues, and then just get this clock tower cog. And I go up behind the desk, boom, he's just charges through the wall, and I'm like, oh shit. So I quickly run out of the room, boom, I'm like, okay, cool. I keep running down this long hall, and then he charges through another fucking wall, the other side of the room, and I'm like, Jesus, because I'm so used to going through one door and him not following me. And then I see him, I'm like, shit. And then I was like, okay. And the thing is, he's not that hard. He's not that hard. If you know what you're doing, you can take him down, or you can easily avoid him. But it's just his presence, because he's bigger than the fucking corridor nearly. He's the size of it, man. But yeah, it's really fun to see him through it. And another moment that really stands out to me, I just like it, is that there's this lift with a train that leads out to the underground lab, and basically it's not there when in the second playthrough, because the people, like for example with Leon, it wasn't there, because with Claire I was already down, and they try to keep some, but not consistency isn't there all the time, but I try to keep it there every now and then. And basically I had to get the lift up, so I'm in this room to activate to bring the lift up, or get a key I believe, and I look at the monitor, and you just see Mr. X walking in the corridor I just came in. And the thing is, I'm in a crack corner. There's no other way out of this room except the door Mr. X came through, and he just smashes the camera. You hear the music, and I'm like, shit. So then you run, turn the corner, and there he is walking towards you. I thought it was really well done. Just the fact you see him walking, the exact right behind you, love it. And honestly, there's not much more that I want to talk. Like, I'm trying to keep this video brief because I could talk about this game for ages, but I wanted to get through the songs, points out how Birkin was awesome, Mr. X was awesome. I like the characters, the music, and I like how the Chief Irons, quick mention, man, that guy was fucked up, but he was really well done character in terms of being this creepy, fucking evil bastard of a villain, and his death scene is badass. His death scene is amazing, just chest getting ripped open, amazing. And I do like as well that in playthrough like the B scenario, the character goes through some different areas that the person in the A scenario doesn't. For example, Leon will go and will find the rapport because him and Ada puts a police truck that gets him to the jail cell section. Or, for example, when you go down to the lab, you have to go into this extra area to get into another lift that leads down to the actual laboratory. So again, the train elevator straight down, the freight train, I believe. And honestly, man, I'm just going to leave it at that. This game was amazing. I know I haven't communicated it the best. There's so much more I could talk about, but they're just my quick bullet points. If you haven't played this game, like I have, and first of all, it's crazy because it's an amazing game. And I know if you want to get the remake, do, but I was just playing this first because it'd be cool to see how they've improved and what they've done in the new remake. But also, this game is just worth playing for its own merits alone. It's an old game, but it's a fucking great one. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.